phone, say hello, put your phone toe to toe, two booty, put your phone toe to toe, put your phone toe to toe, put your phone toe to toe, two booty, put your phone toe to toe, two booty, everything, stick it down your toe, kids, right, this the game, you know, play the rhythm, be a man, yeah, this is Benny Bones, say good, say hello, put your phone toe to toe, two booty, everything, stick it down your toe, kids, right, this the game, you know, play the rhythm, be a man, yeah, this is Benny Bones, say good, say hello, put your phone toe to toe, damn your toe, kids, right, this the game, you know, play the rhythm, be a man, yeah, this is Benny Bones, say good, say hello, put your phone toe to toe, toe to toe, two booty, everywhere, kick it, back, this is Benny, back.
He dragged her right to me and fucking shook my hand. Super slushy dancing on my dick and also shaking that. Lucifer, he dragged her right to me and fucking shook my hand. Super slushy dancing on my dick and also shaking that. Super he dragged her right to me and fucking shook my hand. Super slushy dancing on my dick and also shaking that. Super he dragged her right to me and fucking shook my hand. Super slushy dancing on my dick and also shaking that.
Real talk, they don't like the back talk. Man, you know fucking is. Please don't unscrew my pancake.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Contest of Speed. We're here for the EU1 race, racing at the lovely Silverstone track, so I'll just get that on the screen for you briefly. The lovely mighty Silverstone circuit, 3.6 miles long, 18 corners, and it's got those nice 2 DRS zones. Obviously you remember a couple of years ago Hamilton and Verstappen had their famous crash here at Copse Corner. Let's hope that our racers in this can avoid that today. But you never know. So we'll get into qualifying. I'm the Piney Penguin, and in the comms booth with me is Charlie. How are we doing this evening?
I am doing brilliant. How are you, my friend?
I'm still sick from yesterday, so because that's why Hacko covered for me in EU2 comms yesterday. Thank you to him. Obviously, it's his turn to race as well today. We'll have to see how he does, but I'm still sick, but I'm well enough to be here to commentate. So
It is great to hear.
Yep.
Yeah, anyway, we are at the home of motorsport, one of the old, if not the oldest track on the calendar,
I think it
I
is
believe.
the oldest. It is the oldest.
We are expecting a full grid. We are just waiting on the one man, Corey Brooks, to show up, but his game is saying, nah, I'm not having it today, mate. We also have got an EU2. We have got the EU2 champion.
Yep.
In, as it was confirmed last night. Steljo has decided he wants to give the big boys a go in EU1. We've got Lanky in the Ferrari with Steljo being in the Red Bull. Sid making his return last night to EU1 in the Haas again after that brilliant performance in Silverstone. Robstar jumping up into the Aston Martin. Malvern, who was runner-up in EU2, also almost winning EU1 races, has jumped into the V-Carb Destructo, has replaced Cooper for EU1 tonight. Summers jumping into the spare Haas, and Havoc Connor in the Aston Martin tonight.
Yep, so that's 8 reserves we have from EU2 filling up the grid. So obviously we should have a full grid, but we'll also see if Corey Brooks can get his game sorted before the end of qualifying. If he doesn't, unlucky for him. Because I do know this is one of Corey Brooks' favourite tracks. I'll turn the sound up. Kind of quiet. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, my game was a little quiet, so we'll fix that quick. Right. So as you can see, pretty much half the grid is out on track already, and I do believe it is Destructo who's going to be first to do a lap, so let's ride on board with the McLaren as he is weaving here on the Hangar Straight. And one thing to note as well, pretty much every corner and straight has a name, except for the very old start-finish straight until they got changed.
Straight, isn't it?
What? No.
I swear it's called the Lewis Hamilton Straight, or is it?
Nope, that's the current. That is the current pit straight. Now, the very old one, which is at a woodcut, then goes into Copse. That used to be one of the old start lines, which is the only place at this track that doesn't actually have a name. Every other corner.
Surprise.
Yeah, obviously we're here with Destructor. He is now going down the Wellington Straight on the way to Brooklands. And this is a corner I absolutely loved in EU3. I made so many good overtakes at this corner. So let's see if any of our drivers today can do that and maybe one-up me. But obviously now...
Never know.
Yep, Destructor now coming down towards Copse Corner. Famous for its Hamilton-Verstappen incident a few years ago. Now we're coming into Maggots, Beckett's, then Chapel. Round it and coming up to Chapel now, and then on to the Hanger Straight, which is probably the most places we're going to see for overtakes on towards Stowe Corner, as Destructo taking that nice and lovely. Pushing barely any brakes. Anyway, now come down the hill into the Vale Chicane. This is another place you could probably see maybe a few people doing some overtakes here. Obviously, you remember the Brugos Hamilton moment we had. And coming around the club onto the Hamilton Straight to set the benchmark of a 127.710. And who was that in the background coming across the line? It was Steljo, who goes fastest, and D Summers also comes across the line. He does a 27.5, but Steljo does a 27.1. And Tyclid does a 28.9 to start off. There is Aston Martin coming across the road. It is Havoc Connor, he's up to third. The other half of Sid up to second. And PW Jones goes top of the timing sheets with a 26.6. And I do believe that you have an Alpine coming across, coming out of Vale Chicane. Up to Lion for Skinner, up to P2. What?
I want to say there are a few people on. Well, when I say a few people, there are two people on the medium tyres. We've got Tycley and Hasmania both doing their first few runs on the medium tyres. They're doing a little me strategy that I have made my own trademark for in qualifying.
Yep.
Did it in season EU4, EU2 last season, and for when I raced EU2 this season.
Yep. So a few more people have coming across the line now. We've had Hacker come across the line. He's up to second behind his teammate. Cornish has also come across the line.
Hasmania's in the wall.
Yep. Hasmania not having the best to start. Putman is decided to bring some gravel across the line. So we'll go back on board here with Malvin as he's just coming down to Stowe Corner. The man who's chasing Steljo for the championship. Oh, that's a big slide. That was a big slide, but he's going to continue the lap anyway into the Vale Chicane. And then back onto the power for Club Corner, which is pretty much flat out, onto the Hamilton Straight. And Malvin splits the two Hasses for now. Obviously, that will get faster. I assume So yeah, we've got Lanky just starting a lap. We've got AJ on a lap, so we've got on board with the other Red Bull.
One thing I want to say is how close Steljo is to some of the EU1 people. So it is. Normally, I'm just used to thinking, oh yeah, it's Melvin because he's been doing it all season pretty much.
Yep.
But whereas now you're seeing like Melvin, Sid, Summers, I'd never thought I'd see in an EU1 lobby, that's for sure. Havoc Connor, Destructo the same, and Lanky's been doing it all season as well. So this is where we've got a full grid of drivers, 12 of them, 11 of them EU1 because Brooksy's game's still not working, and 8 EU2 drivers, and kind of now sort of see where the pace difference is between the drivers and where more running time works for.
That is so close for AJ. Splits the two Williams, but only 300ths off of Jones, which is nice to see. And obviously, I still believe as well the championship still alive between Craigie and Jones? I assume it is, but I assume if Jones outscores Craigie, it's Jones's. I would assume.
EU1,
Might have to do
it
some looking up.
is 30. There's just under 30 points.
Oh, there's a massive slide out of Stowe for Craigie. Oh, that is going to really ruin his lap, and Man's decided to bail out of his lap. Oh, that was unfortunate.
There's like 30, just under 30 points or so. Was it round? It's round 11. This one, isn't it?
Yeah,
round 11.
We've got one more race next week, and that we'll be going to the lovely circuit of the Americas, sunny Texas.
So if Craigie needs to basically be on the podium without PW Jones being there to win it.
Yeah, so if
pretty
So,
sure he needs to outscore PW Jones by about 10 points to. Right, I think it's like 27 points. So
right, let me have.
all Jones has to do is outscore by
Yeah,
a few
if
points. My
Jones
maths is
finish
not the
ahead of
greatest.
is, yep, Jones can take the EU1 title tonight if he finishes ahead of Craigie. Obviously, if Craigie didn't miss that one race that he did, I think it would have surely gone down to the last race between these two. Gonna have a quick look at myself. I'm kind of curious.
Could also show. Oh God, there goes my phone. Or could also show the stream potentially on how close this. I wouldn't really say it's close, but
Yeah, but I would have to do that though. I would have to like tap out for a few minutes just so I can download them.
oh yeah, no, we
That's the
won't do
one
that
downside of it. So that's
then.
then. So the gap is actually the gap is 28 points. The gap is
So all he
28.
has to do is
So
outscore by 4 points. That's all PW Jones has to do is
yeah,
outscore
so
Craig by 4 points.
pretty much yeah. So if Craigie was to win and Jones
It'd
finished,
go to the next round, wouldn't it?
yeah, it would. So Craig. So if Jones wants to win the title for E1 tonight here at thing, oh, he's always gonna have
AJ fastest.
Yep, Jones is coming out of the. Well, so he's coming out of club now onto the Hamilton straight. So see what Jones does. He improves back up again. Pretty much 3 thousandths between Jones and AJ. These guys are just trading fastest laps. Where's Hacko? Oh, Hacko's almost a tenth and a half down on his lap. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting as well. Oh, Hacko's had a massive slide
He's
coming
lagging
out
a bit.
of Brooklands. Craig is back on an out lap. Griffin's just gone up to P10. Good lap from the Alpine there. Obviously, Matty Roberts not done a lap. Oh, he's invalidated his lap somewhere. Oh, good start.
I think he invalidated it on Cobbs.
Yeah, as I say,
Him and
Matty,
Craigie were
as I
very
say,
close together.
Matty, Pablo's not here yet. But it looks like Matty is going to go again. That's one good thing as well here with the softs. Massive ride on the sausage curb there for Matty. Oh, that's not going to do this start of this lap any favours. That is...
Just about enough momentum to get
Yeah, not...
up on your speed again, but you won't hit the top end speed towards the end of the Hamilton straight. But Craigie is now starting his lap. The man who has been running or chasing PW Jones since the race that he has missed. I can't. What race? It wasn't Miami. It wasn't within the first 5.
No, Craigie missed one recently. I think it was the one before Singapore, or was it the Singapore race?
If it was...
Oh, Skinner has left the session. You might want to get him back in.
Yes, let's go find my friend Skinner. If he has got me, that would be perfect. Skinner. Yes, I have him.
Yeah, so the gap is 28 points. So, if
Yes, it was last race.
If Jones wants to win the title today, he has to literally just win. If Jones wins, he takes the EU1 title today. But if he doesn't win and Craigie wins, it will go to next week. And then realistically, if Jones finishes lower down the field and Craigie wins, that goes more in Craigie's favour for the next race. As I say, the gap is only 28 points. So realistically, if Craigie wants to keep his EU1 hopes alive, he needs to be in a good position here in qualifying. He's up to 3rd.
It's in P3. If I was Hacko, I'd try to out-qualify Craigie now and then hold him up all race. Just make him burn his tyres, hold him up, let
Hacko's
PW
not happy
Jones go.
with his lap, so he's coming back in. Dojo, he's not really on a lap. Malvin is on a lap. He's 2.5 tenths. He's almost 3 tenths up on his previous lap. He's done 27.2. 3 tenths would take him into the 26s and might put him behind Steljo. Maybe ahead of Steljo. Might even split the Albers, but he's had a bit of a slide there in Vale. Looking very sluggish. He's coming up to Club and onto the Hamilton Straight. How much of an improvement? It's actually down in the end. So yeah, that one mistake he made at the Vale chicane has not helped him in the slightest.
So seeing as it is championship weekend, shall we say, we could see 2 titles wrapped up. I'm not sure how EU3 ended up, if there was a title...
The title there is between Neilby and Andres, so I'm not sure how that one's gone.
As it stands, there is a 19-point gap, so that's going to next week anyway. So
yeah, so the EU3 title's not going to be won until next week. I'm just disappointed that I was not in the championship fight at all. Like I've had a dreadful season 3, in all fairness. Not been able to do anything right.
Yeah, well,
the only race I got right, the only race I got right was Singapore when I got a podium.
Nice. The only race I got right this season was Miami. The other ones I bottled massively.
Yep, bottle job, Charlie. But I can't really speak there because I've bottled a lot this season. So does that have a con? No, it's not. Not on the outlap. Oh, it's AJ.
Malvern. I don't think Malvern's going to get another time to do a lap.
No, if you get out just on the 2-minute mark, you'll be able to. That happened to me on Tuesday. I realized that I didn't have enough. I didn't think I had enough time, but I managed to just get out with 2 minutes left. And I still have plenty of time to get around, but only just.
Did you cut some corners?
Nope, I actually did not cut any corners. I just went around the track as fast as possible with no ERS, and I got round the circuit with 15 seconds left on the clock. I crossed the start-finish line. Albert Connor currently sat down in 17th. Needs to find some time to improve.
E. Summers took his time getting out of the pit lane. All the cars are like just bunching each other up now in the pit lane. So
Albert Connor, last corner. Oh god. Oh, he's down 2 seconds. Sorry, he's doing a lap. Sorry, he's freaking that lap was not the greatest. Where is Destructo? Not really improved in his first sector. Taking that a bit too
he's
much.
not using. He's
he's
doing double out lap.
Yep, he's given up. So AJ's on a lap. Let's see what AJ can do. Probably the only man right now that can deny Jones pole position here. Needs to find some improvement as he's coming out the last corner. Up to life AJ, and he's actually down in the end. 600ths down. So that is unfortunate for AJ. Pretty much everybody.
I don't think some of these cars are getting lapped in.
They will if they actually bolt. They have to run around the track like maniacs. Like Lanky is coming out the pits,
Definitely
but he's definitely not. Unless Lanky would have to cut a corner or two to get round. But I think everybody else should be okay. I think where is...
He would have to straight line Maggots, Beckett and Chapel and still somehow hope he doesn't get launched by the bumpiness of doing it.
Yeah.
And also hope that he doesn't get reported for doing it as well, because it is not exactly within the rules.
Yeah, it's not, so obviously that is unfortunate. Destructo is a 10th down on his lap. Like, multiple people are starting their laps, but Destructo is currently on 1, so we'll keep on board with the McLaren man, reserving up from EU2, currently positioned in 9th as... Who was that just made an improvement? Was that Tycler or something that made an improvement?
I can have a little check.
No, it might have been Hasmania actually. He's up to 11th.
It definitely has.
Yeah, so I missed Has on our lap. Mighty Rubber just needs to get out the way here of Destructo. Oh, big slide though out of Stowe there for Destructo, and that's ruined his lap, and that's him. That's his qualifying done. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. Who's at the front of this train? It is Rosa Sky. He has been chased by a Haas.
He's also got a Haas.
Is it Sid?
Is it Sid?
It is not Sid. It's D Summers.
Summers.
D Summers get a lovely tow here though off Rosa Sky. Checkered flag has fallen. These two are on laps. I don't know if Rosasky's going any faster, but D Summers is all over the back of him. We're getting like a little bit of a mini race here between these two before we even get to the main event. Oh, but Rosasky's effed up his lap. I almost swore on stream, but I've stopped myself, thank God. D Summers, did he invalidate that or something? Because he didn't improve his time. That is unfortunate. The Cornish
Steljo is proper pushing it.
Cornish into the pits now with his lap. Sid splits the kicks. Who's that coming out last corner? Is it? No, it's not Skinner. It'll be the other one.
PW Jones.
Oh, it's Jones improving his time.
Now next Steljo.
Next Steljo, EU2 recently crowned EU2 champion, up to line. He's up to 4th, which is not a bad lap.
That's a lap.
Hacker's coming out of the last corner. He's up to 3rd.
That is perfect. Now it's all down to Craigie, who's 4 attempts up.
Well, AJ
Can he do a little slide?
There's also AJ as well. Craigie's up to pole. AJ now up to 2nd. That helps Craig even more. We've got Matty Robbo probably next across line. Matty Robbo only good enough for 17th. And then the lanky one is the last one across the line. Where's lanky gonna go? I didn't quite see what that was. He's up to 14th for the lanky one. So,
if anyone wants to football scores, Liverpool are 2-0 up in the game. Sorry, that was random, but I thought there might be some football fans in the chat.
There is. I'm a football fan, but that's the wrong team from Liverpool. But anyway, full classification here. So Craigie with his latest lap just beats out everyone else. So Craigie and Paul, AJ, Jones, Skinner, Hacko, Steljo, Cornish Cook, Sid, Rosasky, Destructo, Hasmania, Malvin, Tyclear, Lanky, Griffin, Summers, Robstar, Matty Robbo, and Havoc. Connor at the back. So, what a good lap there from Craigie. He needed that today. If he got anything other than 1st, he would be in a little bit of trouble. But man is on pole for today's race when he needs to be. So he needs a good finish here today to stop Jones winning the title today. Obviously, Jones needs to, realistically, he needs to win today to claim the title. If he doesn't, it will go to Kota. Just like the EU3 title. Obviously, EU2 was wrapped up yesterday by Steljo winning the race. Very dominant all season in EU2. So he's trying his luck today in EU3. I believe he's currently starting.
For EU1, mate.
Yeah, sorry, EU1, mate. Well, I am half asleep and ill. Leave me alone.
One thing is with Steljo as well, that whole season in EU2, only 2 people managed to stop him. Other than that, other Mercedes fraud cheater stopped him all season. That was me and Melvin, so I can take that to my grave that I have stopped 2 champions and still not won the title.
Unlucky.
At least I can win races, Piney. Not bottle podiums. Even though I've done that many times.
Okay, buddy. At least I didn't quit.
I had things going on.
Still, I have things going on. I found time to race. But we'll have to see how this goes. Obviously, we're waiting for people to finalize their setups, their race strategies, and their fuel consumption. And then obviously when we get into the main event, we'll have to have a look, see what strategies people have done, but obviously not on the first lap because that's where all the action is. As Mitch in the chat says, go Matty, and then Matty shows up saying, I'm in trouble, Mitch. Yeah, Matty's starting down in 18th. Not where he wants to start. But I believe Matty can. I believe Matty can still get a top 10 finish. I have faith in my EU2 commentator fella. I have faith in him.
I've been rooting for Matty all season. I hope he gets points. I watched him absolutely cook in Singapore last week.
Yeah.
He was cooking. Anyway, what do you reckon the race result is going to be? Is it going to be a PW Jones, or do you reckon it's going to Austin?
In all honesty, I want to see it go down to the final race. So I really want Craggy to win and Jones to struggle for points. But anyway, the lights are on. 3, 4, 5 lights are on, and away we go for the British Grand Prix. It looks like it's a bit of a bad start there for AJ. Nope, never mind. It was a bad start for Skinner. As
Steljo's almost round.
Yep, Steljo almost round. And he's already ahead of Hacker. Craggy then keeping the lead ahead of AJ. Oh, who's that round?
Skinner's round.
Skinner's round and D Summers has left the session. So you might want to get him back in. So Skinner's going backwards. Hasmina's gone backwards. Cornish has gone backwards. We've got Robstar going backwards as well. So it's him a tie clear. We've got Havoc Connor making up ground. But the front three pretty much as they were. So it's Craigie that leads from AJ and then Jones. This is also interesting as well. I can see just from looking at tyres, AJ's on the mediums, which is interesting. And Hasmin is out. And that's a virtual safety car deployed. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What has happened to Hasmania? And he's crashed at Woodcut, which is interesting place to crash. But yeah, let's have a look at this quick. So AJ, oh wow, we got half and half. So we've got AJ, Rosasky, Destructo, Malvin, Lanky, Tyclear, Matty Robo, and Robstar all on mediums. And we did also have Hasmania on mediums before he inadvertently got crashed. But there's only one gap at the minute. Only Tyclear is out of the DRS. D Summers has finally joined back in the session. I assume the safety car will disappear in a second as Cornish Cook diving into the pits. So he's got unless he's got damage. I wonder if he has got damage.
I think he does. I'm right on board when coming through.
Yeah, well obviously he's gonna drop down the field like a sack of bricks. As but Craggy leads as we coming through a village.
Yeah, suffering damage for Cornish.
What damage?
Yeah, damage. Getting front wing change.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah.
Into the hard tyre. Steljo's dropping a bit from the pack.
Yeah, well, Ross's guys dropped
still staying there.
AJ looking for a bit of an overtake there. So AJ being on the harder of the three compounds doesn't seem to phase him at all. He's actually keeping up with Craggy. Like he's on the mediums compared to Craggy's softs. So he can.
One thing that these guys have to think at the front as well, that all the EU2 guys have already ran a race. Some maybe have ran two from other reasons or another.
Yeah.
So they would have more understanding of the tyres. But granted, session.
Yeah, well, obviously Steljo raced just in EU2, so did Sid, Destructo, Havoc Connor, and D Summers. But obviously, I had a look at last night, and Havoc Connor and D Summers just did not have a good time last night. So that is unfortunate for them. As AJ's down the inside at Stowe. As it looks like we have a bit of a swap here between teammates into Vale. And we've got we got some wing damage there just flying off. So someone's lost some seconds, lost some damage. So AJ up into lead. As Skinner sats fast.
Steljo's front end plate's gone.
Oh dear. That is not good for the man in the Red Bull. But AJ up into the lead of this race. Obviously, Craigie will probably get back ahead of AJ, but these soft runners are not going as hard as they want to be. And obviously, AJ on the mediums is now in the lead. But man, I know Craigie's just not even mounted an attack, so I guess they're just happy to stay behind and protect the tyres. We have like one long DRS train from 1st down to 9th, as Griffin is just flirting with the 1 second. But we pretty much the entire grid is still together from 1st down to 17th. Obviously with the exception of Griffin just flirting in and out of this 1 second. Obviously the DRS detection point is just after Maggots. Or should I say just
Echo's all over the back of PW Jones. PW Jones looks like he's got absolute nothing to go through in the middle sector.
Oh, he's had a bit of a slide as well. We got loads of people in the background to overtake. We're gonna have Craggy going on the outside of AJ here. Hacko going up the inside of the thing, and we've got some movements in the background. Skinner's ahead of Steljo. Sid's ahead of Malvin and Rosa's guy as well. And the lanky one is ahead of Griffin further back. So we're getting moves everywhere we look. Obviously now AJ's here's a little bit under pressure here from Hako. Realistically, Craggy wants to try and break away from AJ here while AJ is on the harder tyre. Oh, but AJ really close there to the back of him. Obviously, I'm just winning. I did an overtake here at the village and loop. I'm hoping to see somebody else do that, but I don't think it's going to happen. Obviously, Craggy's got a bit of a
You can make a really nice switchback.
You definitely can.
Out of turn 3 and 4, definitely make a really nice switchback coming back onto the
got a
DRS.
very nice helicopter shot, but I think because my graphic settings are kind of rubbish. Yeah. Oh, hello. We got Hako here trying to go for a move around the outside of Woodcut, coming down to Cops. Not many times. You would not see an overtake there normally, but Hako making it work. Hako into second.
One thing further back, Destructo went up the inside of Havoc. Connor drove through Luffield and Woodcut going on to the old pit straight, where there's a little bit of a drag race before.
Oh, Hako going to go around the outside here. Craggy into Stowe. And Hako into the lead here, but it looks like Craggy might fight him back. We might... Nope. I thought he was going to make a bit of a thing. Switchback attempt here on the exit Vale. Nope. But he's right all over the back of him as we coming onto the Hamilton straight. Like, look how close Craggy is here to the back of Hako. Like, that's astonishing. Will he make the move on the brakes here? If Hako goes a little bit deep, he can try and sneak one up the inside here of the loop. Doesn't think about it. It takes a different line to Hako and is slightly closer this time. Will he try and get the DRS open to go flying past the Williams here down into Brooklyn's? He's getting closer, but he chooses not to in the end. So
Steljo's not pit.
Steljo
He's staying out with that front wing damage and he's dropping. He's just been overtaken by Malvern with ease.
He's only missing the end plate, so. But
he's dropping time fast, mostly through Maggots and Beckett's and Woodcut and Luffield.
Oh, hello, we got Sid and Rosa Sky here side by side. Oh, and look, there's contact between the two of them. So Sid gets pushed right, and there's contact again. And Sid's now missing an end plate. More contact between these two. And there's even more contact! Sid is off into the field. And he's... Oh, he's actually out! Sid actually fully crashed into the wall there.
Could not stop that car going over the gravel. That has actually done Steljo an absolute beauty with him being on one soft and both 4 laps and missing a front wing. That is incredible.
Yep. Really?
Even though they're not in the same team, they're still playing team games. Brilliant.
Yeah. But that's unfortunate for Sid. Him coming to blows there with Rosa Sky is not helping him in the slightest. So some people are in, some are not. Let's have a look at this. Obviously, all the medium runners have stayed out. So I'd assume everybody that's coming in is going to swap onto a set of the hard tyres. Because I do not think those medium tyres will last 20 laps.
They're soft.
I don't think the hards will definitely last. So Craggy, Skinner, Malvin are not going to have any issues. But I think towards the end, Hako, Jones, Havoc, Connor, obviously Steljo and Griffin are all going to have issues towards the end. Obviously, they don't have to pit again, but surely you can think that's got to be a mistake. Also, D. Summers didn't pit, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still on the softs.
I reckon they're predicting a late safety car to medium runners.
They must be hoping.
Craigy's playing it safe because he knows he has to outscore Jones by a certain amount of points. And Jones can just say, oh well, you can score those points, I can just win it in Austin. It makes no difference to me.
Yeah.
I'll still be in the lead of the title no matter what happens at the end of this race.
Yep. Well, we've got Sid in chat saying, Rosa Sky, what a donut, honestly, man. What is he thinking? Shoves me into next week, bins me and puts me in a wall. In all fairness, Sid, you came on the track.
You should have backed out.
You should have backed out. You came on the track a little bit too aggressively after being shoved off at Cops. You just went back. You should just backed out, Sid. That was not you. That was like you had wing damage. That was not your thing. Like, in all fairness, I don't think that's Rosasky's fault at all. I think that's all you.
Nah.
Oh, we got AJ
Sid
and
doesn't know
Rosasky
what
in.
his brake
Oh,
pedal is.
we got a few more drivers in. So AJ's in.
Matty's coming by the
Matty's
looks
in,
of it.
and so is Rosasky. So are these gonna go to the
Summers has
hards?
stayed out again.
Yeah, I expected Summers to come in, but chooses not to. I assume the hard tire will go on for these guys. So yeah, the hard tire will definitely do easily 20 laps. Hang on, that's another set of softs from Matty Robbo there. That's a bit aggressive, son. Matty Robbo, why are you going to another set of soft tires, brother? So is Rosasky's also going to another set of softs. I'm
Might as
sorry,
well take the
those
tire
two should have
advantage while
gone
you
onto a
can.
set of hards.
I think about it, it's a free pit stop. You can just pit when medium guys pit, and you're going to be as quick, if not quicker, than everyone else on the track.
Yeah, this is true.
It's smart thinking. Don't get me wrong, but will it actually help them out? I don't think so.
Well, as it stands
But
right
it is
now,
quite smart.
I think Destructor will be happy. Man's P1.
I'm getting a screenshot of that for the man.
Yep. I would say, well, Destructor right now is leading the field. Obviously, I assume safety car will be in this lap.
Liverpool are currently 3-0 up in the Carabao Cup semi-final. If you're a Tottenham fan, I am very sorry.
I know a Tottenham fan. He will not be happy. But I know. This is where I'm like, I don't care about that. I'll just be annoyed. I'll be commentating the Kota race next week for EU2 on Wednesday, and my team is playing against Liverpool, the Merseyside derby. So I will not be
Oh
happy.
yeah, it's a replay.
Yeah, it got cancelled earlier this season because of the storm. So it got changed to next week. Yeah.
It's quite good for FPL players to get a really nice double game week triple captain on Salah.
But yeah, no. I was saying Everton's not doing too bad at the minute. They've won the last 3 in a row. Hoping to make it 4 this weekend. I assume it's FA Cup. This is where I'm like, why is safety car? Oh my god, Matty and
He's gone in again.
so is Rosasky. Those two have realised their mistake. They are gonna go on to hard, so we're gonna have another lap on the safety car.
What's
Oh,
up?
for God's sake!
Sid, I'm pretty sure the safety car should have been in by now anyway.
It should have, but it stayed out waiting for everybody to catch up, and now I don't know if it'll be in
Yeah,
even
'cause that
in
would have
this
been
lap.
that would have been the second full lap.
Yeah, the safety car should have been in at the end of last lap, but because of the game, if a car is not caught up to the back of the field by the time the safety car starts sector 3, the safety car will stay out for another lap. So
No, they were there. They came out. They caught up through Vale.
that's not they have
Not
to
Vale. The loop. The loop. Sorry, my bad. The little loop.
What, Stowe? Like, even if the catch at Stowe is a bit late, they have to catch before the safety car starts sector 3. If they don't, safety car stays out for another lap. Like, we're not going to have another glitch where the safety car just stays out for 7 or 8 laps before it decides to go in. We had that once last season. And in the end, like,
EU2 Saudi Arabia.
yeah, and then it had, like, EU2 got half points for that race. So the safety car is coming through Maggis and Beckett's now. My Robot and Rosasky have to be at the back of the pack here before safety car touches that line, otherwise we're going to get another lap. They're pretty much there.
Ooh, it's gonna be
There we
close
go.
in this lap.
Yeah, so those two will catch up to the back of the field when Destructus decides to go. Because you'll see them in the background just in a second. There they are. As we can see, all 19 cars, all 17 cars left in this race weaving about. Obviously, we lost Hasmania early in this race when he crashed at Woodcut. And then we just recently lost Sid like 3 laps ago with a collision with Rosasky. And it looks like Destructo's gone. Nope, never mind, he's not gone. I thought Destructo had gone. Obviously, Destructo can go whenever he likes, and now I think he's gone. Yep. So, Currently right now, Destructo will be happy. He is leading the way for the rest of the field. So he's in the lead. He's got Lanky and Ty clear. And Craggy's made a mistake and Hacker's already through past Craggy. But if he... Oh, what a move this is by Lanky! Oh, on the inside here at Village. And, well, I couldn't hold it around the outside of the loop. But he's going to try to go around the outside here of the very next corner of Aintree. And he's up. He's up. Lanky into the lead. You're not going to hear that very often. Lanky in the lead at this EU1 race. And Tycler was also looking to try and get past Destructo, but not quite this time. So Lanky leads away from Destructo, Ty, Robstar and D Summers. All 5 of those have not pit. The first of the pit stoppers are Hacko, and Man is probably going to try to easily get past D Summers soon, as Malvin is passing out. And Robstar gets up the inside Tycler at Cops. You don't see many overtakes
Jones
there.
is struggling a bit.
Yeah,
He is struggling. He was sat behind Skinner and Malvin going side by side for the whole of Sector 1. Couldn't do anything. He was getting very close to track limits there as well.
Yeah, well, Hacko is all over the back of D Summers. Has now got him. As Craig is also going to go up the inside too.
Showing up.
So D Summers
trying to go around the outside of Stowe on on Skinner. Sorry, I thought it was championship leader.
Yeah. Oh, and Hacko up the inside of Tycler into Vale. So Hacko's man on a mission right now. He's already up into 4th. Next on his hit list is Robstar. And like Destructor's almost lost DRS from the Lanky one already, but he's within the. Oh, what is it? Oh, nice move here by Hacker on the brakes up the inside of Robstar there. Oh, and
Connor's going side by side with AJ. Little contact with Matty Robber as well. No front wing damage towards the back of the pack. Habit Connor with a 3-second time penalty. Matty jumping the curb onto the straight.
Oh, who's this making a move past D Summers?
Exactly the line you want
Malvin
to
up
see.
the inside, D Summers at left field, but D Summers goes a little bit wide, which allows Malvin to go around the outside. I think there's a little bit of contact. There was, because D Summers is off the road. Massive contact there for D Summers with Malvin. I think Malvin did not leave the man enough space on the inside, so that does suck for our EU3 commentator.
Malvin is very quick, but he is, when it comes to racecraft, I know I shouldn't be saying this, but it's not exactly the greatest. Matty Robbo 3 seconds on Beckett's corner, jumping that curb a little bit too much. Hopefully you learn from that one, Matty.
Craggy up the... Right. Oh, it's Craggy.
Inside of Ty clear.
Oh, almost tried to go down the inside of Roberts at Stowe here, but did not quite get it. Was he going to try for it on? Nope, he is not. Obviously now Hacko's
a little bit further back. Matty's overtaken AJ. Summers in the pits. AJ's spinning Matty through Vale. It's still going. Almost a free goes Hamilton moment with Habit Connor. And AJ has dropped the place to Matty Robbo. The hards are not working for AJ at all.
They're clearly not, because this is not helpful for AJ at all, because AJ is battling at the front for the win. Obviously he's down in 13th place, where Jones is in 8th. Jones is in 8th. Hacko's in 2nd. Craggy's in 5th currently. As I do believe Malvin's just got past Tycler. It looks like Jones trying
to... going up the inside of Matty Robbo. Slight little contact, not getting through left field. Trying to hold it around the outside, but Rosa Sky coming up the inside now. Has he got it done? No, he hasn't. He's sat behind the Aston Martin of Habit Connor. Matty defending the inside line, going into Colts. Weaves back onto the racing line, still in the dirty air of AJ.
Oh, look at this though. Hackers all over the back of the lanky one. They've almost broken DRS to Destructo. And Hackers, like, we've only just hit the straight, and Hackers already basically passed the lanky one. Hacko into the lead of the race. And it looks like Jones in the background gets past Tycler. That is a very important move for Jones, as he's only now 2 places behind Craggy. Craggy needs to get a wriggle on. He's struggling to get past Robstar right now. Like, Robstar needs to move his slow ass out the way, Craggy's probably saying. It's like, Rob, get out the way! I need to get up to the front. I need to win over his... Jones takes the title.
Rob may not be the fastest driver of them all, but he does know how to place his car, and he can do it very well. He knows how to keep people behind and slow them down. He has done it to me. He's done it. Probably done it to you, Piney, as well.
Yep. Oh, I can see
He
in the back.
knows
Ooh,
where to place it.
Skinner and Steljo here coming to blows. As Steljo trying to go around the outside of the entry as they're coming down to Luffield, and still side by side these two. And he's going to try and go around the... Steljo trying to go around the outside, but no, guess he's going to get a switch back. And there we go. Steljo's ahead of Skinner, and Griffin's also ahead of his teammate. So that is not
amazing
what
by the
Skinner
EU2
wanted.
champion.
That was an amazing
Absolutely
move there
amazing.
by Steljo. Absolutely amazing. Well, I'm just looking back here at the top three. Hako's struggling to break away here from the lanky one. And they've actually broken DRS to Robstar. They've actually broken the DRS away. But we'll also see if Robstar actually crossed the DRS line. No, he doesn't have it. So this should be an easy move for Craggy. Gonna make him go around the outside.
Jones is struggling to overtake Malvern.
Yep. Craggy's gonna go around the outside, but now he's gonna have the inside line for the Vale. Vale chicane is gonna try and go late on the brakes. Rob having to go deep. Now Craggy will try and get the switch back on the power early. Still side by side. These two are Connor. Contact! And Craggy with a small slide because of the contact, and now loses the place to Malvin.
Craggy hit the inside curb. It wasn't contact. I don't know what it looked like from your point of view, but from Jones's point of view, he rode that inside curb, which is a big no-no.
Yeah, well, I don't think Robstar really gave him the place, so Craggy just now ahead of his only one place ahead of his championship rival, which is not going to help him. And now obviously Robstar is going to get overtaken by Malvin, and Craggy's going to go up the inside again, but get contact again between Robstar and Craggy. What is this? Rob just easily lets Malvin through, but as soon as Craggy tries to go through, Rob just basically blocks the way.
It's because Malvin's like Max Verstappen. No one wants to defend him.
It's more like Robstar is trying to sneakily help PW Jones by not letting Craggy through, but obviously watch this. I bet really Rob's going to get out of the way of Jones here. 100% Rob's going to get out of the way of Jones as soon as we get on this next straight. I'm just going to watch it just to keep it.
Jones isn't really going fast in a straight line now, so it's not going to be easy.
You were saying? Bro, you were saying? Yeah.
He was using ERS compared to Robstar, who wasn't. He was in no ERS mode at all.
Exactly. We've proven. Rob just let him through. So obviously now Craggy's got to fight with Malvin. Obviously they are over a second off of Destructo and Lanky, and obviously now Lanky has dropped to a second off of Hako.
Griffin coming up fail. Steljo's going on to the attack in turn one, sitting right behind that rear diffuser, doesn't want to make the move too early so he can get the DRS on the
Steljo's
Wellington.
picked up front wing damage again, but it's on the other side this time.
Yeah, he has.
How is Steljo picked up front wing damage yet again? Obviously he's got his teammate behind, so I assume he's probably going to let his teammate through because, but obviously Steljo, I don't think man will be happy right now. Man just no front wing again, and there goes his teammate just sailing through. So up into 10th now goes AJ into the bottom end of the points. As we are pretty much halfway through this race, we've only got 2 non-finishers. I do believe we lost Hasmania on the very first lap, and then we lost Sid about 4 laps ago. That's unfortunate.
Lap 4, we lost to Sid CTB number 1.
Yep.
It's a shame we can't drive like he's a number 1 driver because he somehow finds a wall and decides he wants to hit it.
Yeah, well, somehow as well, Malvin's got into the DRS of Destructor, but he's got Craggy behind him because he's got no DRS at all. So Craggy will go ahead of Malvin here. And obviously Craggy is in the DRS of his teammate. And I do believe that was the lanky one peeling into the pits, and it was. D Summers picking up 3 seconds for track limits. The lanky one bailing out of it. So I assume Destructo's not really going to pose much of a threat for Craggy. Obviously, Craggy is pretty much within DRS, so I assume if Craggy catches him at the next bit, he will just let him sail through, because realistically, Craggy does need to realistically win, if anything. But obviously, as it stands right now, Craggy gets 15 to Jones's 10. That's 5, so would go to next race. As actually, should probably just look at who's got fastest lap, and it's currently goes to Skinner with a 129.1. So Craggy will want to try and get past Destructor as soon as possible.
Grid apart from Craggy and Hako.
Yeah, Oh, Craig's already passed Destructor. Never mind. Destructor's thing. So Craig is going to give 3 more points on Jones.
Jones.
Obviously, Destructor will try and keep up with Craggy for a few more laps. Oh, Havoc Connor. I do believe that is 6 seconds apiece for Havoc Connor. That's unfortunate.
It is indeed 6 seconds.
Oh, Rosa Sky getting past thing is AJ. I can see in the background getting past Griffin. He's going to go past Tyclair too. AJ getting a double move, so it goes from 9th to 7th. That's an important move, and Tyclair's off the road completely. So him and Griffin will be side by side as Skinner picks up 3 seconds for track limits, and Griffin is all the way through.
Melvin going up the inside of Destructo, hits Destructo, going through the final corner.
We got virtual safety car deployed. Why is a virtual been deployed?
Oh, Skinner is stopped on the pit entry.
Did he slide into the pits? Oh, he's gone into pits and retired. But I wonder if he got slid into the pits or something. But that is unfortunate.
Oh, he's missing a front wing, so he's most likely clipped the grass on entry, gone into the wall and lost his front wing.
Why is Destructo now dropped like 3 seconds? 3 seconds.
Delta. He was already quite far. He was already out at DRS from Craggy anyway before going on to the VSC.
Yeah.
But not only that as well, Destructo's going to be holding up this whole pack now to try and keep PW Jones behind to help his teammate Craggy get many points as he possibly can. But Hacker's going to be trying defending that lead for as long as he possibly can to try and help PW Jones. It's mind games between the Williams and the McLaren.
To be fair, safety car or virtual safety car is not over. Obviously, as we look at the tyres here, we do have Jones and Hacker both on mediums. And like I said, I don't think those mediums can last another 10 laps. Like, that's pushing them. As Malvin's up the inside of Destructo here at Stowe here. Just clattering and bashing wheels together, these two. Who is that diving into the pits? That was Robstar diving into the pits. And Destructo and things still by side. And here comes just PW Jones up the inside. And that shoves Destructo off the road. And Jones up a place as well. That is unfortunate for Destructo, losing 2 there. We've also got Tyclair and Steljo into the pits as well. So it's just down us as well. It's just the question is, when will Hacko and Jones have to come in to change their tyres again? Because Craggy, obviously, he's on the hards. He doesn't have to really pit again. He could take those hards to the end.
Destructo's gone 16 laps so far on his mediums. He ain't doing too bad. So
yeah, he can.
If although he Destructo is starting to drop a bit.
To be fair though, Destructo, there's been like we had 4 laps under safety car, and then we have 2 laps of virtual safety car. So his tyres can't be that bad. To be fair, he's done 16 laps, but realistically, he's only done like 10 laps of proper racing on those tyres. Oh, and there's AJ just going up the inside of him in a very unorthodox place as well. Man's gone up the inside, around the outside of him at Beckett's. Sorry, not Beckett's, at Maggots.
Nothing for AJ.
Yeah, nothing new for AJ. As Jones making a very crucial move here, though, for the championship. Jones up to 2nd. Realistically, he still needs to he needs to finish ahead of Craggy if he wants to claim the title today. And I do believe Destructo is now into the box.
Yes, he is. After 16 laps on his medium tyres, random race pace for about 10 laps.
Yep, he'll be now doing
Jones is now chasing down Craggy with that gap of 1.25 seconds, or 26 if you want to be 1.3 if you want to be precise. There we go. But it is gaining and it is dropping. Malvin is close on the brink of DRS. Same with AJ, is stuck behind Malvin.
I do want to see where Destructor comes out compared to Lanky. Lanky's coming round turn 1 now, and he's ahead of Destructor. Destructor still hasn't even left the pits. There we go. He's even behind Robster, who pitted the lap prior. He's got 1 lap fresher tyres. But as we go into the front here, Hacko all by his lonesome here at the front. As we got a lovely helicopter shot as he's going through Cops Corner and down to Maggots and Beckett's and Chapel. Lovely.
If I was Hacko now, I'd wait for Malvin, who is now out of
AJ's done it again. AJ loves making moves at Maggots and Beckett's, apparently. He's just done it again. What a
It's
move
so
by
unorthodox
AJ.
that it catches drivers napping, doesn't it? So
It
although
does.
if he does it too early, he's not going to get the DRS.
Oh,
But the
Malvin's
drivers are going to
actually
be
picked
so
up wing
caught.
damage. Malvin
Who?
has wing damage. When did he pick that up?
Probably AJ on the inside, maybe.
I don't know. He might have picked up a while because obviously now he's got Griffin right behind him.
But if I was
Um,
Hacker, I would try to drop back a bit, hold Craggy up as much as humanly possible,
realistically,
especially through that middle sector.
Obviously, realistically, Hako has to play the team game here, I would assume. Like, towards the end, if he needs to play the team game. Drop back a little bit, let Craggy, and hold Craggy up a bit so his teammate can get in. As Ty Clear gets fastest up in the race at 129.091.
Jones is gunning for it. He's only got 30% left in his battery, trying to gain as much time as he possibly can onto Craggy. As soon as he gets that move done, Hacker can just drop back and just DRS.
Oh,
play
what's up with
DRS
the
chicken.
Cornish? Cornish just had a slide out of left field. So that is not good for Cornish. He was running in 7th, just ahead of his teammate, and that is not good. So he's dropped down to 10th, and Havoc Connor and
got no
Matty
fuel
Rubber
wing
have also
damage.
gone past as well. Obviously, Havoc Connor and Matty Rubber are fighting with Rosa Sky over 7th now. Wants to see if the lanky one can catch up as
Malvin's re-overtaken AJ.
Yep, that'll be DRS assist and battery usage. As Craggy's now under the 2 seconds at last on Hako. Obviously, at this point,
Here we go. Hacker's starting to drop back.
those mediums are now going to start to struggle. And this is the point where Craggy's hards are going to be absolutely... He's going to start flying. As I see Jones struggling to get back into DRS. But I think Craggy here is just going to start flying and going to start catching Jones. Not Jones, he's going to start catching Hako. So like I said, I think this could be Craggy's race to win if we don't get any late safety car drama. But you never know. Now, because I've said it, we're probably going to get it. I've now probably just jinxed everyone. Like, Pablo's not even here, so we can't really jinx anyone yet.
I know.
Yeah, that's a point.
I mean, it's kind of a good thing.
We've not seen Pablo.
Neither. I haven't seen him, so it's kind of a good thing. So look at Matty, he's up in P9.
Yeah.
And he was staying the points even with his penalties.
Yep. How many penalties does that man have in a minute? He only has 3
3
seconds.
seconds.
Havoc Connor has 6. So Havoc Connor may drop behind to Cornish, but if Lanky doesn't get within the... So I think Matty will stay with us, and I think Havoc Connor will drop to 10th. So Matty will
As
get a
it stands,
place. AJ and Malvin swapping places
Havoc will
again.
only drop. Only Havoc and Matty will swap.
Yeah.
Because Havoc is 12 seconds
That's the
behind Hako, and Cornish is 18.
Oh, that's the point, yeah.
On the fringe.
Yeah, Cornish is almost within this. So...
Structo making moves at the back to overtake Robstar going around the outside of Stowe. Really nice move there from Structo. Ty Clear's slowly catching up on those two. Summers having a pretty lonely race after his little safety car blunder. Yep. Steljo slowly coming back, and speaking of Destructo, fastest lap and an overtake. That is
very nice.
Well done, Destructo. You lead an EU1 race, and then you go to put a fastest lap in an EU1 race. Congratulations.
We have Skinner showing up in the chat saying the pace was there, but unlucky race. Yeah, that is unlucky.
Jones, one thing we have missed, Jones is 0.5 of Craggy.
Has Craggy made a mistake somewhere then? And also, has Craggy and Hacker made mistakes or something?
I'm not too sure, but Jones is now under threat of losing his championship. Not Jones, Craggy. Craggy is under threat within the championship fight and on track. It's 0.7 seconds. Griffin.
Oh, Griffin picking
3
up
second time penalty.
Griffin picking
That
up
won't make much difference. He will still stay where he is.
Havoc Connor is actually slowly gapping Matty Robber. He's got
Matty.
2 seconds on Matty. If Havoc Connor
Matty
gets 3
on
seconds
2
on
laps younger tyres.
Yeah, so if Havoc Connor gaps 3 seconds to Matty, I think Havoc Connor can keep P8. But we'll have to see.
One
As
thing
D
that's safe to
Summers,
say is
I think I think that's 6 seconds for D Summers as well.
yes, it would be.
Oh, I could take the Mickey out of the
One
parent
thing.
zone. Because when I
One
raced
thing
in
that I want to
EU3,
say.
I only got 3 seconds of penalties. Both of them got 6. I was gonna say at some point, Craggy's turned up the wiki. What is this? He was 1.8 seconds behind. He's now 1.1 behind Hacko.
I think Hatko's playing the team game here, slowly dropping back and to kind of just let his teammate, like force Craggy into his teammate to then win the title on the last lap, I reckon.
Obviously, Jones has 0.6 behind Craggy, and Craggy is 1.2 behind Hacko here. I was just going to 1.3.
Although it doesn't seem a lot for Craggy to close down into that 1 second, him being in a dirty air of Hacko will affect that car ever so slightly, and it'll be the same for Jones as well. It'll be in a dirty air with both of them.
Yeah, and this is where, like, I wonder what the warning situation is like for the pair of these guys, for all 3 of them. I wonder if they've got any chat limits.
Hacko's had 1. Craggy's had 2.
Oh, Craiggie's also up there. Craiggie's had 2.
No, he's had. I can't tell if they're track limits or if they're collision warnings because it says 3 warnings on there.
Oh, so he could have had a
no penalty.
Don't know.
Jones
anyway,
is on
this is
0.
big. Craiggie's in the second of Hacko, and Jones is right on the back of Craigie here. So Craigie's gonna get DRS from Hacko here. So we could have a last lap shootout between them. They've all done 17 laps on their tyres. Those mediums are going to be screaming a little bit.
Craigie's on 1 warning, so he's got to be careful within the last 4 laps.
Yep. So, like, Craigie, realistically, if he wants this championship to stay alive, he wants to get as many points as possible, so he needs to get ahead of Hacko. And if he does...
Still the news further back, Steljo is pushing the rear end of D Summers.
Oh, is Steljo pitted again?
He had front wing, didn't he?
Oh, that's a shame, Steljo.
He pit for softs. He was a good 12 seconds behind Summers, I believe, and now he's quite to the back of him.
The gap is getting closer now here. Craigie is... Like, if Craigie gets past Hacko, I think Hacko will have to let Jones through, wouldn't you think? So his teammate his teammate loses less points. Obviously, the gap between these two before this race is 28 points. And obviously, right now, with Craigie and Jones, that's going to be 3 points gained for Craigie, which will put it at 25. So Craigie would have to win next week, and for Jones not to... Well, no, yeah, win a fastest lap, and then Jones not to score. So realistically, Craigie wants to get ahead of the Williams duo. As look at this, Jones is all over the back of him. Hacko's gone severely wide. And they're gonna box in Craigie, and Craigie's gonna get overtaken. Well, Jones is gonna go on the inside of Craigie, but Jones will have Craigie will have the inside line. They're trying to box in that McLaren. I don't like these tactics at all. And it looks like
I'm loving it. And he's letting through.
they're both gonna go through. They're gonna keep Craigie out on the outside of Stowe. I don't like these tactics at all. Obviously, Craigie's still on the inside here of Hacko, and he's gonna try. Oh, Hacko with a small slide, which pushes Craigie off the road. Oh no! Oh no! That is not gonna help Craigie's race.
Still within DRS.
But AJ and Melvin are now catching him. They're almost just in. Oh no! If this is how Jones wins the title, Craigie's not gonna be happy at all. Because what was that from Hacko? This come on, bro. Keep your car under control a bit better, bro.
Remember though, ones on the hards who will only be about. It wouldn't be as worn as these mediums who are screaming.
We're on the second to last lap. We're on to second to last lap here, and we've already had a bit of controversy.
Drama.
Like, obviously, Hacko will have DRS from his teammate.
He is defending like an absolute lion now.
Yeah, also, as well, good thing to know, AJ's also caught onto the back of these guys with Malvin too. As
Hacko keeping Craigie out.
keeping Craigie there.
PW Jones
Oh.
is going to be absolutely loving this in the background. See it. Oh, Craigie little.
Oh, come on, Craigie.
You very saw McLaren as well, don't you?
Yes, why do you think I'm cheering my
Yes.
McLaren brother on? Yeah. I'll say, and then obviously another thing to notice as well. Matty Robo's dropped 3 seconds there, over 3 seconds now behind of Havoc Connor. So Havoc Connor will drop to thing. Oh, never mind.
He was like Cornish
Havoc
cut
Connor's
through.
Havoc Connor's just picked up 9 seconds of pen. So Havoc Connor will.
Matty's
Hacker
let
and Jones will
Cornish
swap
cut through.
places, as Matty Robo's picked up more pens. Oh no.
I watched him do it. It's such a stupid
Oh,
penalty.
I think Matty and Havoc Connor are actually going to drop out both going to drop out the points because of that, possibly.
Right, these Williams tactics are naughty. Oh my, AJ's coming through.
Oh no, this is not going to be helpful for Craigie with AJ. Run the last lap here, and AJ's now attacking Craigie. This is not what Craigie wants at all. AJ going to try and go on the outside here at the loop, but doesn't quite get it. Thing. Craigie is not. Oh no, and AJ's going to go up the inside of Craigie. Oh, the way it's going, Craigie's not going to finish on the podium, and the clashing wheels there. This is not what Craigie wants. And now he's going to be under threat from Malvin. What has happened to Craigie here? It's just... Craigie's now been bumped off the podium. Haku is in the lead of this race. And because what PW Jones is, if he just finishes ahead of Craigie, he takes the title. And now he's got AJ between him and Craigie, his championship rival. Obviously, AJ will want to try and come through to win. But we'll have to see as they're coming through Maggots and Beckett's and Chapel for the final time. And onto the hangar straight for the last time, down towards Stowe. Like, who's going to take this win? We got Hacker pretty much sailing away. His team is going to catch up a little bit. Like, Craigie's got one last chance to really try and get ahead of Jones into Vale. But he's not going to think. He's got past AJ. And they're still side by side, these two. He's going to shove AJ off the road. I can't see it as he quite last corner. Hacker wins and Craigie's off. They're just giving up. Craigie's just giving up.
Yeah.
Craigie is actually in the wall. So Hacker takes the win. Jones P2 for Williams P2. 1-2 finish. AJ on the podium. Malvin P4. Griffin 5th. Rosa Sky. Then Cornish. And then Destructor, Robstar, Lanky, Havoc Connor, Matty Robber, Tyclare, Craigie, apparently DNF, Steljo doing some drifting as he's coming down to the line, and then D Summers will be the last and final finisher. Looking to try and take away fastest lap away as well. So we'll see. Obviously, Steljo was spun around because we can't quite see him. There he is. He's finally going to come around the last corner, and then we go on board with D Summers.
Over the line. Yeah, that was a bit.
Will D Summers take fastest lap on the line? I don't know. I didn't quite see it.
I think he did. I think he did.
We'll find out in a second, but oh, that is unfortunate. A hectic last couple laps. Matty Robbo, driver of the day, given to him by the game. Destructor says, "I hate D Summers." What a... I'm not saying that on stream. So what a way for Jones to win the title then. So obviously because Craigie was not happy of how that finished. So Hacker takes the win for, I do believe, his first win of the season, right? Or second? Well, no, it's his first. I think it's his first.
It's his first, yes.
Jones in P2, and obviously with Craigie had to finish ahead of him to be able to with a shot. So Jones will be unofficially crowned as champion for now. Obviously waiting for shoot reports, but obviously with Craigie not scoring points, I don't think it's going to matter. AJ P3, Malvin 4th. Then we've got Griffin, Rosa Sky, Cornish, Destructor, Robster, and Lanky One all in the top 10. And then your guys outside of top 10 are Havoc Connor, Matty Rubbo, Tyclare, Steljo, and D Summers. And also then Craigie. And your non-finishers are Skinner, Sid, and Hasmania. Obviously, D Summers picking up the fastest lap of the race on the last lap. So that is a good lap for
I
the D
don't think
Summers.
Hacko's gonna. I don't think Hacko's gonna keep that win.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Because of the way that Craggy instant was through Maggots and Beckett. I
Yeah.
personally don't think that it will end. I don't think that win will stay, but we'll have to
I don't
ask him
know,
what he felt on the
but
move.
obviously the annoying thing is that my head is actually kind of starting to hurt. So this is where I'm gonna have to apologize because obviously we would bring the top 3 in for interviews, but I'm gonna have to apologize. I've somehow now developed a kind of a severe headache, so I just want to kind of lie down and rest. Like I say I am not well, so we'll just, I guess, end the stream there. Obviously, we'll do the plugs of our Americans or friends across the pond before we end, and then we'll say good night. Obviously, congratulations to AJ, Hacko, and Jones on podiums, and obviously Jones for winning the title tonight after some last lap shenanigans by himself and his teammate just denying Craggy. But obviously now we'll move on. So obviously, if you want to catch our American friends who are across the pond, the AM1 race will be roughly going on in about 9 p.m. Eastern, which will be about 2 a.m., 3 a.m. for us in Europe. So if you want to stick around for that. But obviously from me, from Charlie, I hope you all have a great rest of your night, and we will see you next week for EU3 on Tuesday for the final race at Kota, where D Summers and Grelis will be doing the comms for that. And then we'll go on to EU2 on Wednesday, where it'll be myself and Matty Robbo. And then again, me and Charlie will see you next week for EU1. Again, all at 9 p.m. BST. Without further ado, adios.